got fired, but now they came crawling back. I worked for this tech company for more than 3 years and I recently got fired. The company is involved in a lawsuit that I warned them was coming by another company. They've come crawling back and asked for my help to solve the tech issue related to the lawsuit. My spouse thinks I should take the job and take them for as much money as I can. I want to respond with, "Not my circus, not my monkeys. What should I do?" Edit to add I've already found new work at higher salary and better title. I am in my 40s and I'm not hurting for money. Think of a generous price at which you'd be willing to come back. Triple it. Research consulting contracts with language that cover your ass. Make them sign it. You absolutely are available for $250 hour with a guaranteed 40 hours per week and 2-month lead time. To cease the engagement. Seriously. You are. Edit let me know if you want help. I'm president of a tech consulting firm. Shit. I'll represent you just to fuck these guys. The decision is simple. Just decide how much money would emotionally satisfy you as much as turning your back on them would. And if they won't give you that money, then turn your back on them. Remember to factor in 2 things. 1, that if you don't take the work, someone inevitably will. So it's not about screwing them. It's just about not caring about them. And 2, if they do pay, the power dynamic changes back to them getting what they want for that money. So it best be enough to eclipse any feelings of regret. Charge them fuck you money. If they pay, you win. But get it in writing. No amount of money is worth getting involved in a situation where a lawsuit is involved. How much time can you spare for lawyers and court time? As an attorney, I've seen innocent people get sucked in. Walk away. Not a lawyer. But be careful about potentially being held liable for their fuck-up. Which is why you should price gouge the bejesus out of them as an independent contractor. Stay away before their legal problems are your legal problems. I'd take a lot of their money. My reasoning. They are gonna hire someone and screw them over too. Likely. For less money than that level of buggers is worth. If you take it, you're saving someone else some grief. By ensuring that someone is getting paid for their incompetence. The only person that can ensure they pay for giving you the business is you. But seriously. Take M to the cleaners. Every dime in their pockets. I'm not a lawyer. But my take is if you found new work at higher pay, take that. Then testify against your old company at the civil trial. It's your career. Figure out how much you need to make you whole for firing. Sign-on bonus. New rate for troubleshooter. Might you stay on after the lawsuit is settled? Living through a lawsuit is professional experience. If you can explain the firing, then the whole thing is a great interview story. Whatever you think you can get out of them, they'll most likely weasel their way out and pin their lawsuit onto you. Since now they got you involved in that very same issue. Like you said, not your circus. Not your monkeys. Come back as a consultant contract worker. 3x your former salary if you really want the job and it will advance your career. 5x your former salary if you really don't want the job but it could help you out career-wise. 10x your former salary if you really don't want it and are certain it will be a total shitshow, but if they insist, pay up. Make sure there are safeguards in the contract to pay out if they either settle quickly or try to terminate your contract early. I am surprised at the notion that $250 hour is fuck you money. My lawyer charges me the family rate of $650 hour with a hefty retainer. Charge them. Only return as a contractor. Do your best to help them but make them pay out their ass for it. If you take the job, get a full release of liability so you don't end up as the scapegoat. Join the circus. Babysit the monkeys and take all the banana dollar you can get. Once you're finished ass racing them for the dollar, then say fuck off bitches and move on with your life. It's amazing the number of idiots that are in positions of leadership. It's no wonder why corruption runs so deep. My contracting rate is $XXX hour. And I want a project completion bonus of $X. You will also backpay me for the time that has passed since I was let go. I want this all in writing. Consultant and quadruple the pay. Iron out contract to guarantee the money. Billable in blocks of time, so if they only need say 30 minutes they get charged for 4 hours. They need you. You don't need them. Honestly, if this is a legal mess, I would stay well away. The whole contractor thing people keep suggesting is more of a pain to set up properly, and if there was no legal case might be worth it money depending, and remember you are no longer an employee and might not enjoy legal protections. I would stay well away in case they are looking for a patsy. Everyone has a price. You need to name yours. Consultant, name your price in hours. Listen to your spouse. The money will feel better after the fact than being petty. No matter the immediate satisfaction. I've been in a similar situation. If you want to help them, then do so as an independent outside contractor with a legal document drawn up by your attorney. I wouldn't try to gouge them by being vindictive, especially if this could be the start of your own independent business. In my experience, you should get about 3 times your previous per hour salary, but leave them room to make a profit. I suggest at least 3x or 4x your past hourly rate. 2x evenings, weekends, holidays. Prepaid. With X minimum hours purchased at one time. When funds run out, work stops until another block of X hours purchased. Has worked for me. This results in $400 hour and $800 non-weekday modifier. In my case, bill like a lawyer in 5-minute increments. Document it all. Bill for everything including chats, emails, and phone calls. Thinking about the problem on the throne. Emphasis on prepaid. By wire transfer. Nothing nicer than responding to an 8 p.m. Slack. For an hour and 15 minutes and making a $1,000. Your spouse is right. Charge a consultant fee of no less than 5 what your hourly income would have been. Have everything in writing before you start. And bring along a notary. Watch them burn. AITA. Someone said to do contract work for them. That's the non-spiteful correct answer. Whatever emotional and financial upsets you had when they fired you, include that number in compensation. Why would you go back to a terrible company with a lawsuit that fired you? Regardless of those saying, charge them a ton for your services. Why would one even consult for a terrible company? It's like if you were dating someone, they broke up with you, and then wanted you back. Why would you? Seems like you're better off now with your new job and maybe peace of mind. Stay away from it. Even if they agree to stupid contract sums, you'd be hitching your wagon to their problems. The last thing you want in a situation like this is to open yourself up to the possibility of being a scapegoat legally. Wish them the best of luck. And don't lift a finger in their direction unless it's the one in the middle. Do it, but add absurd conditions and pay rate. You only answer to the CEO and no one else. You do not have a manager at all. You work autonomously and without interference. Every minute you are working, you are paid. This includes any email, phone call or text message sent on private time. None of this salary shit. Oh, and your new pay rate is $240 hour phone, computer and car allowance, and a generous severance package if they breach any conditions. Then you see just how desperate they are. It's probably not in your interests to get involved in a company having serious legal issues.